Reporter Jordan Chariton from TYT Politics. By the way, check that out on YouTube. He's got a great channel. He had a fantastic exchange here with the head of the DNC, Donna Brazile, over WikiLeaks.
Do you owe the voters an apology for passing a question for a town hall off to the Hillary Clinton campaign?
Sir, you know what? I wish when you got your facts, you read the emails. And
I did read a lot of them.
Well, you clearly did not read my email, sir. The Democratic National Committee, as Secretary Clinton alluded to tonight, was a victim of a cybercrime.
You keep saying that, but the email was that you passed it along.
Private emails were stolen from individuals that had no right being trafficked in the public sphere.
We've heard this, but what about you passing a question to Hillary Clinton's campaign, the town hall before?
Trump badger women. You're welcome.
Yes, a journalist asking a question is badgering you.
Yes,
You've said it on Russia.
Sir?
You passed the question. Jake Tapper has also said you passed the question. Do you have anything to say about that?
Questions as a contributor to CNN.
Well, first of all, let me answer the question, because as much as I respected journalists all my political life, and I will respond to questions, as I've stated repeatedly, that the Democratic Party was a victim of a cybercrime, and I don't peddle in what I call the illegal dumping of private emails in the public sphere that have been altered, that have been in many cases readapted. And so, as I've stated repeatedly, and I'll state it again for the record, I have never been privileged, as long as I've been not just a part of CNN, which, let me just say how proud I am to have been a contributor for CNN and other news outlets. And no one has ever shared questions with any of us involved in CNN as...
Do you have proof that it was Russia? Do you have proof that it was Russia?
Sir, as we've stated, and the United States government has also stated, and if you would like a copy of the Department of Homeland Security and the information that they released 2 weeks ago, you're welcome to have it, but I'm sure you have it. But
they also told us we had WMDs. Well, why should we trust this?
Because we have ample evidence. We've been the victim of a cybercrime. We have ample evidence. We have ample evidence through our servers and through all of the technology that we have seen corrupted by the fingerprints used by Russian hackers.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is how it's done. That's how every single reporter in the country should be treating people in government. That's how they should treat them. Every single thing they say, be skeptical. Hold them accountable. Hold their feet to the fire. Don't let them get away with anything. Because there's a responsibility in journalism. You know, you have to get the facts, the information, the data out to the American people, and you have to expose what powerful people are doing, and in the case of the government, with our money in our name. Because in order for democracy to function, people need to be informed. And nowadays, you know, we have an establishment press, a corporate media, that is far too much in bed with the powerful. So what happens as a result of that? He's exposing it right there, and WikiLeaks proved this. You have Donna Brazile sending a question to Hillary Clinton's campaign in advance of one of the either town hall, I think it was a town hall, not a debate, and it was a question on the death penalty. So her position on the death penalty, she's pro the death penalty. You know, it's certainly among the Democratic base, they're moving away from that position now, and they framed the question in a way that was a tough question, in that it's like, okay, here's somebody who was on death row wrongfully, and they're going to ask a question, and so they send it in advance like, hey, heads up, hey, HRC, you're going to have to be Neo from the Matrix and dodge this one, son. So Donna Brazile sends that, WikiLeaks exposes that, Jordan Chariton asked Donna Brazile about it, and what's her response? You know, look, okay. Oh, so that's what you want to do? You want to be like Trump and you want to badger women? Here we go again, baby. McFeminism is what I call this. It's feminism that's about as real as the meat in the chicken McNuggets. Like, oh, so that's what you want to do? You want to badger women by asking totally fair questions to somebody who's in power. So badgering women. See, So, Jordan, in other words, what you got to do is not ask her anything tough ever, because if you do, sexist. So that's the first dodge, and then naturally she moves on to the only card they have left when talking about WikiLeaks. Oh yeah? Well, Russia, the Kremlin, Putin, wrecked. That's what you just got. Okay, no, there are two separate discussions involving WikiLeaks. There's one discussion, one conversation, which is, hey, who leaked the stuff to WikiLeaks? Who gave the stuff to WikiLeaks? And why do we think they did that? That's one discussion. It's a totally separate discussion to say, here's the substance in the leaks, and let's discuss that. Those are two separate things, but the Democratic partisans are trying to muddy the waters because they have no rational response to what's in the leaks, the facts in the leaks, because it exposes them for what they are. So what do? Russia. I guess if you discuss the leaks, I guess if you cover the leaks, I guess if you ask me about the leaks, you're simply a stooge of Putin, and you must be pro-Trump, and you must want Trump to win. Or not, and we are journalists, and we're reporters, and we're doing our job, and we care about the facts, and we care about the policy substance, and we care about what those leaks expose. So it's really a sad state of affairs, man, because as a result of this, the Democrats have gone almost full Joe McCarthy. You know, if you discuss the leaks, I guess you're in bed with Russia. We're the victim of a cybercrime. All I did was ask you about a specific leak where you colluded with the Clinton campaign and gave them a question in advance. That's not a reasonable response to say, oh yeah, Russia. You know what that is? That's called a red herring. So, thankfully, there are great reporters out there like Jordan Chariton doing their job, and we need a hell of a lot more of him.